as a student. And so I'm taking this opportunity in Populi today to interview you about the activities of the County Council and the activities of the County Legislative Caucus. So as a local civil society person, I seek your permission to carry out this interview, and I can assure you that the data collected from this interview will be used strictly confidential and will not be used for any other purpose besides academic research.
Okay, thank you ever so much, and every little information that I do know about this council will be provided so that we can help you through your research.
Thank you, Mr. Kuluma. Okay, so I want us to start first. How are people selected to attend the council?
Yeah, the selection process for the county council sitting is done through the lawmaker. Normally, when the time reaches for the county council sitting, the lawmaker can do the selections for the delegates from the various districts, and also the office of the superintendent also can do additional selection. Yeah, so these are the two people, the lawmaker and the office of the superintendent, are responsible for the selection of the delegates. And when that is done, all of the delegates can be informed through the office of the superintendent before they can attend the sitting.
Okay, so normally what criteria do they use to select delegates?
There are no set criteria. The one I observed the last time, because it was mixed up. People I saw within the hall, 56 persons that attended that particular council sitting in 2016 in Bapuru County. Some people came from the student communities. The disabled union were there after they pushed for them to be there. They were there as an observer. For civil society, they were not invited, but they went there too as observer. And the media too was there as observer. So people were like, for all of the district commissioners, they were selected as the delegates by the office of the superintendent. And also the county inspector as well was there as delegate. And the rest were all selected by the lawmakers.
Okay.
The two senators in the county, they selected, they brought their own the people there and they did their selection. And the three lawmakers of Bapuru also, they did their own selections, and that's how the selection is being done. And according to them, it's by law that the selection be done by the lawmakers.
And you think, where do the lawmakers get their own delegates from?
Basically, these people, the last one, basically, some of them, their delegates, they got them from town. They got some people working in their various offices, so they brought some of them, and they selected some of the influential people that they think in the counties there, and they form part of their delegation.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's about chiefs?
The chiefs, the superintendent office were responsible for the selection of chiefs. And look, the number that were allotted to him, it was not enough that he could include all the chiefs in the county. So he selected some influential Prama chief and General Town chief, women leaders, and they formed part of the delegation for his own side, and they were all there.
So what do you think actually is the function of the council?
The council, normally according to the budget law,
okay,
when the money is allotted to the county development fund, the council, the responsibility of the council is to meet to decide the usage of that money. And the one I witnessed the last time when they met in a hall, the first thing was that to receive the report of the project management committee, which of course we do have one in Bapuru County. Project management committee is composed of 3 persons, and so on the first day of the council sitting, it can be the report of the PMC. The PMC can submit their report, and the report can be received and reviewed and critiqued and accepted by the council member. Any recommendation necessary, they can do that. Before the next day, they can go ahead to dish out the money that can be available.
Okay.
Yeah, and so basically that's the function of the council, to receive the report of the PMC, review it, and do recommendation if necessary, and accept it as a working tools for the county, and also carry on allotment of money to different projects in the county. That's the basic thing they can do. And at the end of the day, because the county sitting, the last one they had about $10,000 US allotted for that county council sitting. According to the development superintendent, when I spoke to him, he said every county council sitting, $10,000 US can be allotted to facilitate the activities of the council during the session.
So, what role do chiefs play when it comes to the council?
The chiefs are just like any other delegates at the council. They don't have no different role. Other than come to the council with the hope of coming to lobby in order to get maybe their interests passed through. So when it comes there, they go there like any other delegates. They are all there as delegates when it comes to voting. They get ready to vote. If they don't want to vote, you can't vote. And that's just all. They all can be there as a delegates.
So, Henry, in all of this, how do you think the councils are facilitating decentralization of power?
When it comes to decentralization of power, for me, the council is somehow limited because they are limited in power in a sense that the presiding officer is come from the caucus. The chairman of the caucus is normally the presiding officer under the new budget law, Section 9.
Okay.
And so before that law was amended, normally the council used to select the presiding officer, but the lawmaker looked at it, they say it was not in their favor, so they amended Section 9 of the budget law, and so in their favor. So now when they go there, it is the caucus chair that can normally preside over the deliberation of the council, limiting the power of the council. One of the areas that the council power is limited is, for instance, they got the power to vote for PMC members.
Okay.
But then, according to the budget law, two-thirds member of the caucus member have the power to remove or dismiss a member of the PMC. So, which of course is now going down well with the council members. But they've been talking about it the last time. I listened to one of the paramount chief. He plead with the caucus member that yes, indeed, it is true that the law gave you the power to be the presiding officer. But anytime we come here in the interest of the people of the Bapuru, you please step aside. Let we ourselves decide. Let we ourselves preside.
And
because
who brought that plea?
Yeah, it was William K. Maori Senior,
The paramount chief.
the paramount chief for Bonde Manigo Chiefdom.
Okay. How is it called? The chiefdom. How is the chiefdom called?
Bonde Manigo Chiefdom.
Madingo.
Yeah, Bonde Manigo
Bonde
Chiefdom.
Madingo chiefdom.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the chiefdom, and he made a plea to the caucus chair, Senator Jara, at the time he was the caucus chair, and the senator said he was going to push it to the caucus members so that they can see whether it fit in the law. But actually, it not fit in the law, so he was just saying that. So that's one of their limitations, because once they don't have the power to remove, you elect somebody, you not get power to remove them. Even when you elect them, they're doing wrong thing. It means that they will get the way you talk to them, they will not listen to you. So that's what's happening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so you think this is not facilitating decentralization, or how can you look at it both ways?
For me, the decentralization aspect, again, one of the areas they are limited when it comes to the selection of delegates.
Okay.
Before they amended the law, the budget law, delegates need to be selected by the federal districts, commissioners. But now, as soon as they amended our budget law now, it is being done by the caucus member. And many times what we have observed is that before they go there, they can already brainwash those who they can select to go there. Though if you go there, this is why you're going to push. I'm telling you, you're going to push this. So you see that when you go to the county setting, you see that sometimes they can stay alone there before they can go there with a set mind already that this is what we are here for. And so as a result, you will see like they can allot money to some project that really the citizens will not need, that the citizens will not have more input in.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's one of the area. But
So what are some projects? But continue.
yeah, so if the people were going to be responsible for the selection of delegates themselves, then they're going to be having more impact in the selection of projects.
Okay. So what are some projects that you think they have developed and the citizen had no interest in and so forth?
Yeah, for Bapuru, all the projects they have earmark. Some of them, I can say one way or the other, the citizen got interest in.
Okay.
But if you follow the track record, for example, the selected the construction of the district commissioner hall,
Okay.
the district commissioner compound in Herring Town. That project has been completed and it's there. And the citizens of Bopuru Electoral District number 1, they welcome that project. But one of the challenges they face with that project is that since they constructed that project, they have not taken over to the citizen. So the citizen has a concern whether it really belongs to them.
Okay.
Yeah, and besides that, when it comes to the last time when they went there, they allotted money to different projects, close to 23 different projects. I think about over 20 projects are under construction right now. Some of them already completed in Bapuru here. Yeah, so yeah, and some of the projects are completed, like in Western here. I think about 30 minutes drive from there. They constructed a clinic building there. And since that construction work has been done, it's standing there abandoned, nobody using it.
Where is that?
Western.
Okay, a clinic.
Yeah, a clinic constructed there. And that's one of the concerns of the citizens. Just being a building without, making sure that it's functional.
Okay.
The people continue to raise issues about it.
But who influenced that decision to build a clinic in that town?
To build a clinic, it was influenced, I can say, by the lawmaker.
Or which particular lawmaker?
Of this district, Electoral District number 1,
And
on Alfred Kweu.
okay.
Because even if you look on a map of Ministry of Health, they got targeted areas where there are to be clinic in the county.
Okay.
So you see that those clinics they build that are not on the map of the county health team, they are not proudly starting it. The government will not put money in it except Ministry of Health will not put money in it except the county herself decide to put money there. Like for instance, there's the clinic I'm talking about, it's not on the map.
But why they decide to build a clinic in a location that is not in the map of the county health teams?
It is because they did an allotment, they did a selection of those projects without the input of the county health team.
So it means, okay, let me not say it means. Let me ask a question of how do you look at coordination of development between the county council when they're making their decision and the health service, the county service providers like education, health, public works, like you want to build a road here.
There's no coordination in that land. No coordination. No one coordination. When they're going for a county sitting, they do not invite health worker. They do not invite experts to even give them their opinion as to where projects should go, as to where roads should be built. And that is one of the key concerns that has been raised by the citizens. That if you are carrying on those kind of things, first, before even you allot the money, you should invite somebody from the health sector. Then they can tell you their challenges. And then the delegates can go and think about those challenges before they can think about allotting project. Like road construction. Call the county engineer, let it come, then he can and tell you about the road network issue in Bapuru.